Free movement of workers remains one of the fundamental freedoms of the internal market. There are more than 17 million people working in a member state other than that of their nationality, and there are 1.5 million cross-border workers. The COVID-19 crisis has triggered unprecedented measures across EU member states, including checks and restrictions at the internal borders, having a direct impact on free movement of workers. To facilitate the free movement of workers, the Commission published on March 30 guidelines concerning the exercise of the free movement of workers. The goal was that frontier workers, but also posted and seasonal workers exercising critical occupations should have an unhampered access to their workplace. We continue monitoring that the measures adopted by the member states are necessary, proportionate, and non-discriminatory. The joint European roadmap towards lifting COVID-19 containment measures confirmed that the gradual removal of restrictions to free movement and reopening of borders should give priority to cross-border and seasonal workers and should avoid any discrimination. Furthermore, guidance published in 13th of May as part of the tourism package included a common approach to restoring free movement and lifting restrictions at EU internal borders in a gradual and coordinated way. Those are concrete actions of the Commission that follow also the lines from the Parliament's resolution on the EU coordinated action to combat the COVID-19 pandemic and its consequences. The principle of equal treatment of EU mobile workers with national workers is enshrined in Article 45 of the treaty. It ensures the best protection to EU mobile workers, including for frontier and seasonal workers. We should, of course, not forget the importance of properly applying national labour law to these workers who are entitled to equal treatment. To better monitor the respect of the principle of equal treatment, the Commission explored with EU Ministers of Employment and Social Affairs how the applicable border regime in their country complies with the Commission's guidelines on free movement and what measures were taken to ensure the protection of seasonal workers. I have sent to all ministers in this respect a formal letter, and we discussed the matter, as it was already mentioned, the matter during the EBSCO video conference on the 5th of May. That being said, frontier and seasonal workers still face challenges which we need to address, as the past months have made more visible certain sectors of the economy, and in particular the agricultural sector, require the additional support of the seasonal workers from other member states. The Commission asked member states to exchange information and establish specific procedures to ensure a smooth passage for such workers in order to respond to labour shortages as a result of the crisis. The EURES placement activities were also severely affected by the closure of internal borders. After the lifting of the restriction, EURES will continue to cover needs of its beneficiaries, including frontier and seasonal workers. Both the platform of the EURES European Coordination Office will be transferred to the European Labour Authority in the near future. Once fully operational, ELA shall assist Member States and the Commission in their effective application and enforcement of Union law related to labour mobility. The EU rules on social security coordination offer considerable flexibility to assist mobile workers. To ensure further clarity regarding the elements related to social security, the Commission published a fact sheet of questions and answers, including information for the attention of frontier workers and posted workers affected by the restrictions on free movement of people being imposed by a number of EU member states as a result of COVID-19. Consultations are also currently ongoing with the Administrative Commission to find solutions to practical issues. The Commission is also committed to finalize, as soon as possible, the ongoing revision of social security coordination rules. This revision will ensure that mobile workers affected by the crisis, and notably the border closures, can rely on a well-functioning social security coordination. Health and safety, ensuring health and safety of the workers, especially of those performing vital tasks, such as making sure that we have food on our plates, is our shared responsibility. Under EU law, mobile and seasonal workers have the right to equal treatment with national workers regarding any conditions of work and employment. And I welcome the joint declaration agreed by social partners in agriculture to protect seasonal workers, as well as the commitments taken by the German Labour Minister on working conditions of seasonal workers in slaughterhouses. Legislation on health and safety at work applies to all workers independently of their nationality. The employers must assess all possible risks at work, including new ones, and to put in place adequate preventive and protective measures. Employers are also obliged to provide workers with related information as well as protective equipment or hygiene products when necessary. The EU has taken numerous steps to support member states in this regard, and the Commission is preparing clear guidelines on this important topic. EU OSHA, European Agency for Health and Safety at Work, published guidance addressing COVID-19 at the workplace as well as the return to work. These guidance documents assist employers in dealing with health and safety aspects at work. They also refer to relevant national guidance for specific sectors and occupations, including seasonal work. Thank you.